With the NBA Summer League coming to a close, today I wanted to look at how every lottery pick and some of the biggest names performed. If you guys like the content, smash the like button. Over 50% of y'all that watch the video still aren't subscribed. What are you doing? Hit that button. Let's try to get 14 likes on today's video, and let's hop into it. This was such an entertaining summer league, especially considering we didn't have one a year ago. I was shocked by just how many top picks played, and played a significant amount. Most years, we see a lot of the lottery picks sit out, and if they do play, it's like 1 or 2 games. That wasn't the case this season, making for one of the best summer leagues we've ever seen. Starting it off with the #1 pick, Cade Cunningham. If you're a Pistons fan, you couldn't be more pleased. Through his 3 games, he averaged 28 minutes, 19 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. The turnover struggles were still apparent, which makes the conversations surrounding his position fair, but he went out there and shot 50% from 3 on almost 9 attempts a game. He had a game where he shot 7 for 10 from 3. His first basket of the summer league was a 3, and he just kept getting them up. It's crazy to see how the opinions around him have changed. In high school, everyone was in love with his point guard skill set at a 6'8" frame, but the questions were about his shooting. He goes to Oklahoma State and is a high volume 40% three-point shooter. Now at the NBA level, I don't think there's any question he's gonna be a prolific three-point threat. I know people go crazy when the Luka Doncic comparisons come out, but it's hard not to see it with his ability to play at his own pace and create room to get his shot off with such ease. Then we've got the 2nd overall pick, who lived up to most every expectation, Jalen Green. In his 3 games, he averaged 20 points, shooting 51% from the field and 53% from 3. This kid is ready for the league. Yes, it's the summer league, but I think his pure talent as a scorer isn't going anywhere. I think the only red flag we saw was a lot of tunnel vision. He kind of reminded me of rookie RJ Barrett. It felt like he would make a decision on what he was going to do the second he passed the half-court line, putting him in tough spots in the pick and roll and when things broke down. But this is something he can easily improve on. I don't think anyone's expecting him to be known for playmaking, but once he can clean up the decision making, man, is he going to be a tough player to guard. Then we've got the 3rd overall pick in the draft, Evan Mobley. Let's make this very clear. It's the summer league. This doesn't necessarily mean anything about the rest of their NBA careers, but if we're going to hype up guys that have been playing well, we also need to call out some people that have struggled, and one of those is Evan Mobley. The 7-footer played in 3 games, averaging almost 29 minutes a game, but averaged just 11 points and 7 rebounds, shooting an abysmal 35% from the field and 13% from 3. In order for the Cavaliers to get a return on their investment of the 3rd overall pick, he's going to have to be much more than just a rim protector, and while we expect him to be much more productive offensively, there's no question he struggled in this year's small sample size of the Summer League. Then we've got Scotty Barnes, who I was impressed with. He averaged just 16 points on pretty poor efficiency, but that was kind of expected. He wasn't drafted for his current scoring skills. He looked great on the defensive end, he was as advertised as a playmaker, and we just really wanted to see upside, and he showed that against the Hornets when he went off for 23 points. Then you've got the 5th overall pick, Jalen Suggs of the Orlando Magic. A lot of the big names on the Magic struggled in the Summer League. Suggs wasn't one of them. His stats weren't anything crazy, 15 points, 6 rebounds and 2 assists, shooting 35% from 3, but he was impressive. We knew just how well-rounded his game was, and he showed it. He wasn't afraid of the big moments, and it really looks like he's going to be a problem on the defensive end. After getting drafted, it looked like he was walking into a crowded backcourt, but now it's really looking like that's not the case. Now we'll speed things up for the rest of the lottery guys. You've got Josh Giddy, the 6th overall pick, to the Oklahoma City Thunder. He made his first shot, but then went down with an injury that kept him out for the rest of the summer league. Then you've got Jonathan Kaminga, the 7th overall pick, but I'll just combine him with Moses Moody, the 14th overall pick, both to the Golden State Warriors. These guys looked very strong. Kaminga looked extremely versatile on the defensive end. We expected him to struggle with his efficiency, and to no surprise, he did. Moody is a guy that I'm eyeing to play a great role for the Warriors this upcoming season as a 3-and-D wing, and it's looking like that's going to be the case. He averaged 17 points as a 40% three-point shooter. The 9th overall pick is Davion Mitchell to the Sacramento Kings. I criticized this decision at the time, but after seeing him, I really don't hate it. In the draft, you just need to be going best player available 90% of the time, and that's clearly what the Kings saw with Davion Mitchell, and it might pay off. He averaged 11 points and 6 assists, shooting with great efficiency and proving to be the defender we all thought he would be. The 10th overall pick in the draft, the Memphis Grizzlies, was Zaire Williams. He had a pretty underwhelming season at Stanford, but somehow was able to go inside the top 10. His struggles have carried over to the beginning of his NBA career. In his 4 Summer League games, he shot 38% from the field and 20% from 3. The 11th overall pick was James Bouknight, who looked good. He averaged 17 points on solid efficiency. I really think, though, we're going to see him thrive in his rookie season when he has less playmaking responsibilities and is aside a point guard the caliber of LaMelo. The 12th overall pick was Joshua Primo, who was a massive surprise selection and looked like a surprise selection so far, shooting just 33% from the field and 31% from 3. Then you've got Chris Duarte, the 13th pick by the Pacers. He was one of the oldest rookies in this class, but looked extremely NBA ready. He averaged 18 points, shooting 48% from 3 on over 7 attempts, but also averaged 1.8 blocks and 2.5 steals a game. Now let's look at some guys that weren't lottery picks, but are still big enough names worth talking about. You've got Mcclung. There was a time when Mcclung was one of the most viral players we have ever seen. It was whose next mixtape would break the internet, Zaire Williams or Mcclung. He was posting some of the craziest scoring performances while throwing down highlight reel dunk after highlight reel dunk. But he wasn't getting much attention from scouts. He was originally committed to Rutgers, then decided to go to Georgetown, lasted 2 years there, and then transferred to Texas Tech for this most recent season. His junior year wasn't anything crazy, but he decided to go to the draft, where he went undrafted but got a summer league and training camp contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. This summer league was going to be very, very big for the outlook of the rest of his career, but it wasn't great. He averaged 5 points, shooting 21% from the field and 10% from 3. Don't really think he's going to have much of an NBA opportunity. Then you've got Keon Johnson, who after posting a record-breaking 48-inch vertical at the Combine, was being talked about as high as the 6th overall pick in the draft. But as we got closer and closer, his stock started to fall and he ended up going at the bottom of the first round to the Clippers. It wasn't great for Keon in the summer league. He averaged 10 points, shooting 30% from the field and 19% from 3. And then I've got to mention Cole Anthony and RJ Hampton. It's fair to expect more from the second-year players in the summer league, especially second-year players that had the amount of opportunities that these guys had as rookies. While Jalen Suggs was impressing, these two weren't. Cole Anthony averaged 8 points, shooting 29% from the field. RJ Hampton averaged 7 points, shooting 32% from the field. Pretty ugly. It's looking like this is Jalen Suggs' backcourt. I had to bring up some of those guys that were disappointing, but there was a ton of impressive performances. I'm going to throw in Cam Thomas, Brooklyn Nets first round pick, just due to his performance. He led the summer league in scoring at 27 a game on the back of his ability to get to and make shots at the line. The Nets need depth, and Cam Thomas just might help that. I'm also throwing in Alperen Sengun, the 16th overall pick to the Rockets. I really thought he was mainly just a long-term piece, but that's not the case. He is legit. He averaged 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 blocks, shooting 38% from 3. Whether he was stretching the floor, finishing inside, playmaking, or on the defensive end, he looked absolutely amazing. And I think he's legitimately going to be one of the top rookies this season. I really love the Knicks' strategy for the Summer League. They decided to let their young guys from last season get a ton of reps. Obi Toppin looked amazing. He averaged 23 points and 8 rebounds on solid efficiency. Emmanuel Quickley averaged 22 points and 8 assists a game. And then their rookie this year, Quentin Grimes, who was drafted to shoot threes and did that with the best of them. He was shooting over 8 attempts a game, where he shot 38%. Everyone in the NBA community has been screaming for more and more opportunity for Bol, and he showed that that might be deserved. He averaged 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks as a 40% three-point shooter. I think some of the biggest rookie names that went outside of the lottery are on the same team. That's Sharife Cooper and Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks. Both looked like absolute steals. Cooper averaged 18 points on amazing efficiency, something we really didn't see in college, to go along with 9 assists, but it should be mentioned, he also was averaging 6 turnovers a game. Johnson averaged 19 points and 9 rebounds, also on amazing efficiency. Lastly, we've got Liangelo Ball. It wasn't anything crazy. In his 16 minutes a game, he was averaging 11 points, shooting 42% from 3 on 6 attempts a game. It's the Summer League, yes, but this is a guy that a lot of people truly believed was an absolute scrub, and I think he proved that not to be the case, and I really don't think his opportunities in the league are over. But that's the end video, guys. You guys tell me your thoughts in the comments below. If you like the video, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.